hello. We've come on a little day out today. We've come to Colton Fish Acre. It took us about an hour and a half to get here, so it's quite a drive, but we thought it would be nice. I brought mum and dad, and we've just had a look around the house. Mainly we've come to see the gardens. Mum saw the gardens on TV. Looked really lovely, overlooking the sea. So we thought it just would be nice to come and have a look around. So here we go, let's have a look. Can't leave without going in the shop. Good morning! I was all set this morning to go out and continue with the veg patch, but the weather had other ideas. It's absolutely throwing it down this morning. It wasn't supposed to rain today actually, but here we are. So I think we need a plan B. We need to think of something we can do inside this morning. Something I've been meaning to do for a while is to sit and write out some thank you cards for our wedding guests. Our wedding was just over a month ago now, so it's probably about time I actually do it. And these are my thank you cards, and I actually designed these myself and I'm really pleased with them, so let me show you. Here they are, and this design is actually based on our wedding invitation, so I thought I may as well just show you the wedding invitations as well. Here she is. This is our wedding invitation. It's a little bit difficult to get the colours right on camera, but I went for sort of a taupey colour. I've blurred out the addresses for obvious reasons, but we had our ceremony in the local village church and then the reception we had at home. And then I wrapped them all up using recycled tissue paper and linen ribbon. I just got both of those from Etsy. And then I got these lovely parchment envelopes. And these stamps, look at these stamps. I love them so much. They're just from Royal Mail. And I've got some more for the thank you cards. So I made this design in Photoshop, and these are all little scenes from our home. So we've got we've got our stone bridge and the fish in the river. These are our lovely chickens that we had at the time, little mushrooms and ivy and things, our willow tree, little deer in the woods. We've got our dogs here, central, and this is our driveway with there are always bunnies on the driveway. Pheasants, we have loads of pheasants here. And then this boat, we do have a boat that we use on the big pond, but it does not look like this. We've got like a plastic like dinghy type thing, so a little bit of creative license there. But in general, I absolutely love it. I'm so proud of how it turned out, and that's a good thing really, because it took me, I actually don't want to think about how many hours it took me to make this. Like I said, I did it in Photoshop, but I'm obviously not a professional, so I spent so many weekends, so many evenings making all of these little pictures individually and then putting them all together. But I'm so pleased with how it turned out. So because I'd spent so long on it, I tried to use it as much as possible. So we did invitations. I had some huge welcome signs and order of the day signs printed, and now we're doing thank you cards. Oh, and a colouring book. I forgot about these. I used it to make a colouring book as well for the children. And it's just got little activities in there, colouring in. These went down really well actually. Going through my wedding stuff has actually made me a bit sad. In a happy way. I just wish we could do it all again. We just had the best day. I'm actually hoarding all of the stuff from the wedding in this arch of doom. That's why I have this screen here. So it's definitely on the to-do list to sort all of that out finally as well. And then to go with the thank you cards, last year Mum and I collected loads of wildflower seeds from the garden. We've actually got loads, look, loads of bluebells, yellow poppies. We have gorgeous yellow poppies here. Campion, daisies, we've got foxgloves, and what's in there? Thistle. And then I've got these tiny envelopes so that everybody can have some seeds. Good morning. I'm so excited this morning because the veg patch is finally ready for the beds. This is the moment I've been waiting for. I've been so excited to do these beds, but it's actually been a huge project and it's taken a while. It's taken us longer than I anticipated when I started out, but that's okay. Made really good progress. I spent all day yesterday clearing, clearing, and I laid down these tarps. I am bruised, scratched, stung, I've lost my nails. Not to be dramatic, but it was worth it. Let me show you what it's looking like now. Here we are, this is how it's looking. So pleased. Let's come up these steps here, which still need to be cleared properly. But the main area here is about as trimmed as we possibly can. I think that's the best we can do. I think that's going to be fine. And then my thinking with these tarps on the banks is that hopefully they will kill off what's left on the banks and then we can plant nice things on there. That's a future project. Oh, and I discovered this little stone wall here. Can you see? So cute. So I might try and uncover that properly as well. So for the beds, I actually want to try, I think it's called hay bale gardening, and it's where you use hay bales as the raised beds. So you actually plant stuff directly into the hay bales. And I happen to have all these hay bales left over from my wedding. We just used them as extra seating at the wedding, which worked quite well. They cost £3 each. So I've got 20 hay bales. Here they are, just in this is our carport, and they're taking up space in here at the moment. So I'm really excited to just get them up to the veg patch and make them into beds. Hopefully it works okay. So the first step is to lay down cardboard, wet the cardboard, and then you can put the bales on top. So let's do that first. Here we are, we've just popped a cardboard layer down, which should help to stop weeds and things coming through. We did give it a good soak, but it's dried out in the sunshine. So I think we need to soak it again, and then we can get the bales on. I'm thinking of making 2 beds, and yeah, hoping we can get 2 with a little gap in the middle there. The bales are in! I'm so pleased with how they're looking. We did have a casualty though. The wind blew my tripod over and smashed my phone screen. And then, immediately afterwards, I went into the bathroom. I went like this, and my microphone flew off and landed. Guess where it landed? Of course, it went straight into the loo. So that's great. I've actually never smashed a phone screen in my life, so I guess it had to happen at some point. Anyway, I'm so pleased with the bales. Let me show you how they turned out. Here's how they're looking. So I had 21 bales, and we've managed to use all 21, which I'm really pleased about. And this is just how we've done it. So we've got these in a row here, and then on the ends here, we've done it like this with the gap in the middle. So you can plant directly into these ones, and that's what we'll do along here. And then on the end here, you can also use these as the container for soil. So we can fill this with compost, and then we can plant straight into the compost as well, just to give us a bit extra, an extra bed. And then down here, we've got another row of the bales, and then same again with the bed. And then just one on the end here, but we've got these posts. So I want to try and find something to plant in the bale that would climb up here, but I'm not sure what. So if you have any ideas, let me know. We have still got some work to do at the end here. We need to clear this nettle patch. And then here we've got this funny little shed cupboard thing. Not sure what to do with this. And I don't know why it's got a hole in the door. But maybe we can think of some use for it. Anyway, this is how it's looking from this end. Yay! So now last thing for today is to wet them. You have to soak the bales and you have to keep doing that for 7 to 14 days, and I think that's called conditioning, and then that's when they're ready to plant stuff. So let's do that. Good evening, we're just out for a little evening stroll, and then I'm going to go in and relax for the evening after a few days hard work on the veg patch. So I'm going to sign this one off here. Please do leave me a little thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Do subscribe if you'd like to see more. Oh, and I'd love it if you left me a little comment if you found me, just to say hello and where you're watching from and how you found me. And if you have any ideas about what I can plant in the veg patch, love to know those. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.